do. I have to be very meticulous in how I move about life just because I am a woman of color. But I've taken my own route to understand like I can create my own space and I can make my own path for myself. I knew I was a troublemaker when I was breaking generational patterns in my family and I wasn't really getting support from them. And it caused a lot of strain in our relationship at the time. But I still pursued it anyway because I knew it was going to be beneficial for me and future generations. Second, I knew I was a troublemaker when I went to high school and was constantly getting in trouble with my peers because I was not tolerating the racism and I was trying to educate them and get them to understand like what you're saying is pretty fucked up. And I knew I was a troublemaker when I went to college and I sat on the board of trustees and I was calling out a lot of the things that were not serving students of color on campus, despite a lot of people being actively against it, and despite a lot of people coming to me and saying like, you're making a big deal out of nothing, pretty much just like deal with it. So that's when I knew I was a troublemaker because I didn't let it bother me, and I'm built for the back and forth with certain people. So that's when I knew I was a troublemaker. Check out the Hood Soft Life podcast. You can follow us on Spotify and YouTube at the Hood Soft Life podcast and on TikTok and Instagram at the HSL Pod. If you are looking to follow me personally, you can follow me at SLIZET_21, and we can talk about what you want to hear next. Until then, catch you on the next one. One of the listeners that I work with, her husband is white, and he had made a comment of like how the podcast was helping him, even though he knew it was for people of color specifically. So I think it would be good to mention like, yes, the podcast is tailored specifically to people with this identity, but anybody can listen to it. There's something that you can learn regardless of your identity. One common conception I get about the Hood Soft Life podcast is that it's just specifically for people of color or that it's just specifically for people from the hood. And while it's tailored to those people from that identity, it's for anybody who wants to listen, who wants to learn, and who wants to become educated on how to either achieve their dream life or they just want to understand the perspective of somebody who's on that journey and be an accomplice and support them on that journey. So the Hood Soft Life podcast is really for anybody who's looking to build a soft life, become an accomplice for somebody who's going through the struggles that I talk about in the episode, or somebody who is just looking to be supportive to their loved ones and themselves.